Welcome, everyone, to This Week Astrology. I am Joshua the Psychic, and we're going to talk about the astrology for the week ahead from September 10th to September 16th. So sit back, enjoy your coffee, tea, or tequila, and enjoy, as we're going to make the most of just one small day. That's what we do here on This Week Astrology. So it just seems like it was only yesterday we had our full moon in Pisces. We actually had it on August 30th. And next week, we're going to have our new moon in Virgo. And we're going to talk all about that today. And next week, we'll actually be doing Tarotscope video for that as well. But if you want a head start on making the most of the Virgo new moon that we have next week, do check out your horoscopes, your written horoscopes. They are on my website and linked below. And on my website, you can also see my list of services if you are interested in a reading, coaching, etc. Happy Friday, Grey Talon. Nice to see you. I hope you're doing well. Hello, Casmar. I am well. I hope you are too. So check out your horoscopes so you can get a leg up on that new moon in Virgo next week, and stay tuned for Tarotscopes. Those will be coming around the corner for sure. So let's talk about this week. Well, Sunday, of course, we're still under the influence of that Pisces full moon. So the moon is decreasing in size, it's waning. And as it decreases in size and wanes, we're releasing old thought patterns, we're decluttering our thoughts, we're embracing introspection and preparing for renewal for that Virgo new moon on the 14th of September. So this is the time up until the 14th to let go of hindrances, open space for new intentions, reflect, rejuvenate, and reset. On Sunday, your planetary ruler is the sun. It's the sun's day, which connects us to the eternal present moment. So the sun's rays can be very healing. You may want to enjoy some sun on the sun's day and heal yourself. That could be great. It's also just a good day to enjoy your life and to bask in the feeling of being alive. You'll have a Cancerian moon on Sunday until 12:35 p.m. East, at which point Luna will then enter Leo. So we're shifting from Cancer's emotional depth to Leo's vibrant self-expression, from nurturing introspection with Cancer to confident extroversion when Luna enters Leo at 12:35 p.m. East on Sunday. Numerologically, we have a 10 on Sunday. 10 symbolizes completion, rebirth, leadership. It's a blending of energies that pertain to endings, beginnings, and authority. And number 10 symbolizes cycles and new potential. So that should be a lot of fun. Plus, it's Grandparents' Day. I didn't even know about this day. So this special day celebrates the unique bond between grandparents and grandchildren, offering a chance to show appreciation. It's ideal for cherishing family connections and creating lasting memories, or even reflecting on your lasting memories or previous memories, right? So remember, if you don't have a grandparent still here, energy cannot be created nor destroyed. It only takes a form of another energy. So when somebody passes away, it's not goodbye so much as hello in a different way. So if you ever want to connect with a grandparent, especially on Sunday, well, you can do so. In fact, you could actually have a closer connection with somebody who's dead than you did when they were alive. So still celebrate Grandparents' Day, even if you don't have your grandparents here with you still. Hello, Demid 51063. Nice to see you. Hey, Kelsey, nice to see you. So yeah, enjoy Grandparents' Day. That's going to be a lot of fun. And if you're a grandparent, well, I hope that you certainly enjoy your day. Oh, thank you very much. Hi, Hedgehog. I'm a Scorpio who became widowed last December. I'm on a committee with a Virgo widower who lives several hours away. Could this association develop deeper in the future? Oh, that's a really good question. Well, let's see. Let's just do an impromptu reading on that. If you do want a reading, we can do super chats for you. Why not? You know, let's just roll with it, Hedgehog. So you're a Scorpio, became widowed last December. You're on a committee with a Virgo widower who lives several hours away. Do you want to give me his first name, Hedgehog? Or her first name? Became widowed. Let's see. You want to give me the first name, that might be helpful. Let's see here. Scorpio became widowed last December on a committee with a Virgo widower. Could this association develop deeper in the future? Future. Charlie. Okay. I like the name Charlie. So could your association with Charlie develop deeper in the future? Knight of Swords. I'm going to say no. No. And I say that because we have Knight of Swords that comes up, and Knight of Swords is about a cold wind. So activity might get a little bit chilly, right? Or cold. And then you get the Seven of Swords, which is called futility. So this might not be something that actually goes anywhere. And then you get Three of Discs. I think there's another person that might be involved with Charlie. So I don't think that it's going to go anywhere, I'm sorry to say. We are still going through the post-retrograde shadow of Venus. So love endeavors are not fantastic just yet. They will be more so as time goes on, but I'm afraid I would not give you the green light with Charlie. I don't think it's going to go anywhere. I think it's going to get cold, and I think that there's something futile about it. But you know, it's good that you're finding these people attractive and wanting to be with them. I think that's a good step. So just relax with Charlie. I don't think it's going to go anywhere. Anyway, hello, Grandma Nay. Nice to see you. Only one more week of Mercury retrograde. Have you mounted the like button? Thank you, Grandma Nay. And happy Grandparents' Day. We have that Sunday for you, for sure. So, on Monday, you got it. My pleasure. Thank you for the super chat. So, on Monday, the 11th, it is September 11th, 2023. Of course, we're still under our waning moon cycle, so we're releasing energy, we're letting go of hindrances, we're opening space. You want, for that Virgo new moon that we have on the 14th, you want your field to be so pure and perfect. You want to get rid of anything that is toxic or is bothering you, any negative emotions as much as possible, so you have beautiful fertile ground for your new moon in Virgo on September 14th. Monday is the moon's day. It's the most sensitive, poorest day of the week. So be sure this Monday to double down on your self-care and to nurture your subconscious mind. You will have a Leo moon on Monday. Leo keywords include confident, charismatic, creative, generous, dramatic, optimistic, loyal, courageous, ambitious, expressive, authoritative, enthusiastic, and leadership focused. And it's 11. It's an 11 day on Monday. The number 11 represents intuition, insight, and enlightenment, merging energies of inner wisdom, clarity, and spirituality to symbolize awakening and balance. So it's a very, very powerful number. It's a master number, 11. Whenever you have two single digits in a row, it's a master number. And of course, it's 9/11 Remembrance Day. As we commemorate September 11th, the lingering questions remind us of the importance of transparency, critical inquiry, and respectful dialogue. So, I mean, there are still a lot of unanswered questions about 9/11. Vivek Ramaswamy, he actually spoke about how he didn't think that we knew everything there was to know about 9/11. Not necessarily saying it was a government cover-up, but he essentially said that people, the government was not completely transparent. And a lot of people, they shut down the theory straight away. And they think he's a quack, or anybody who has a conspiracy theory about that might be a quack, and they lump it in with all these conspiracy theories. But I do think that we need to look very closely. I haven't really studied those truther theories. I'm not much one of a conspiracy theorist, but I do think that before we throw something away and say, oh, this is just bunk, or this is hogwash, it's important for us to maybe do our due diligence and make up our own minds after investigating. So I would encourage you to do that. that would be great. And also send love, of course, to everybody who was affected by September 11th. Hey, Sarah with an H. Nice to see you. Additionally, on Tuesday, of course, we're still under our waning moon phase, right? So we're releasing things that don't feel good. What is love flows. What is not goes. So you want to release any resistances. You just want to do whatever you can to let go and let God. That's what Pisces teaches us, to let go and let God. You got to put in the effort in terms of your visualization and your the work that you have to do, sure, but there's also the quality of surrender. So you want to balance the masculine, active, and the feminine, passive, in order for you to manifest. And Pisces really taps into that feminine energy of releasing, letting go, surrendering. And action-oriented Mars rules Tuesday, of course. So that makes Tuesday ideal for anything that requires extra courage, drive, and initiative. You'll have a Leo moon on Tuesday. Maximize the day with the moon in Leo by embracing your inner confidence and expressive nature. Focus on heart-centered activities and generous acts to uplift both yourself and others. And Tuesday is a 12 numerologically. The number 12 embodies structure, order, and completion, fusing energies of organization, stability, and wholeness to signify unity and fulfillment. Plus, it's National Chocolate Milkshake Day. Though the weather may have cooled, though it certainly has not in LA, our appetite for chocolate, specifically chocolate shakes, hasn't one bit. Chocoholics unite and enjoy and savor a thick and frothy shake. I imagine you all like chocolate shakes, yes? Does anybody remember Brigham's? There's actually an ice cream parlor by the name of Brigham's. I don't know if you had it when you were growing up. I certainly did, and it was amazing. And I think they still may have Brigham's ice cream, although not in my grocer, unfortunately. You've been doing a lot of letting go. I'm really glad to hear that, Sarah. Yes, do what brings you joy. Absolutely. In fact, when you're following your highest excitement, that's like the green light. It says, go here, do this, but it has to be your integrated excitement, right? So you have to combine your values and what really matters to you, and then follow your highest excitement. For instance, you might be excited about punching your boss in the face, but you wouldn't be excited about a battery charge, right? So you wouldn't do that. You would integrate all of your values together and then take action, take inspired action, and have a chocolate shake when all else fails. And then on Wednesday is the 13th of September. And of course, we're under our waning moon phase. So what is love flows? What is not goes? So you're releasing things that do not feel good. So on your new moon in Virgo, your field is nice and clean. All the weeds are out of it. And you're ready to plant some seeds for some new beginnings. Your day's planetary ruler on Wednesday is Mercury, the planet of communication. So expect lots of correspondences. You may want to pad your schedule with some extra wiggle room. It's a good day to multitask and juggle multiple priorities. But remember, Mercury is still retrograde. It's going direct on the 15th, which we're going to talk about. But honestly, the end of the retrograde can be really, really rough, much more than the other areas. So it almost feels to me as if sometimes Mercury, when it just starts going retrograde, or it goes from it starts transitioning from retrograde to direct, you definitely want to give yourself some extra time and check and double check, because things can get particularly haywire when we actually make that transition from retrograde motion to direct motion. So just bear that in mind. You are a INFT. Everything is about authenticity. I like that. You had a Brigham's? And they still have ice cream in New Hampshire stores. I'm going to have to go to New Hampshire just for that. Yeah, Brigham's was amazing. I always like Brigham's way better than Friendly's, if you remember Friendly's. I don't know. Something about their chocolate shakes specifically were amazing. Hello, Gayla. Nice to see you. Additionally, oh, thank you, Ally from Canada. I love doing them. Thank you for joining me. Additionally, on Wednesday, you're going to have your Leo moon until 12:17 a.m. East, at which point Luna will then enter Virgo. So we're shifting from Leo's confident expression to Virgo's meticulous analysis, from Leo's heart-centered enthusiasm to detail-oriented practicality, that detail orientation of Virgo. And numerologically, it's a 13. Da-da-da-dum. The number 13 symbolizes transformation, change, and rebirth, combining energies of endings, renewal, and growth to signify transition and evolution. Plus, it's Positive Thinking Day. So on this day, we celebrate the power of optimism. We're reminded that a positive mindset can transform challenges into opportunities and foster well-being. We should have positive thinking every single day, of course, because whatever we focus on grows. In terms of law of attraction, there's no other main rule. So you always want to direct your focus to what you want, not what you don't want. It's sort of normal for us to think, okay, what's the worst thing could happen? What's the worst case scenario? But you never want to do that, because as soon as you think of the worst case scenario, you're creating an energetic path for that. So you want to think of the best case scenarios. So if you want something really great to happen, say you want you like this person, like in our super chat that we had earlier, we had somebody who liked this man by the name of Charlie, this gentleman by the name of Charlie. So in terms of that, wanting Charlie, it could be a matter of, oh, spirit, universe, I want Charlie or someone better, because Charlie might be a stud that's a dud, and that would be terrible. That would be absolutely terrible. So focus on what you want, not what you don't want, and especially on Wednesday, the Power of Positive Thinking Day. Oh, yes, that's right. Okay, the fribble. Yeah. Friendlies. Friendlies was nice. Friendlies has its place, but Brigham's was great. Reese's Sun. Oh, that's really good. Yeah, that is true. Friendlies does have those particular Sundays that were great. So enjoy Positive Thinking Day on Wednesday for sure. And then on Thursday, well, we have our new moon. We're going to have Tarotscopes next week too for that. So stay tuned. Our new moon in Virgo on Thursday, it's time to fine tune your routines, to embrace your details, set practical intentions under this new moon, connect with nature, make plans for achievable goals, analyze, strategize, and initiate. Very exciting, our new moon in Virgo to help us usher in the fall season. And it's on a Thursday, which is really nice. Jupiter, the planet of luck and abundance, rules Thursday, so it's time to think big and to doubt our limits. Make moves to expand and grow on Thursday. And Thursday with your Virgo moon, new moon in Virgo, you also have a Virgo moon throughout the whole entire day. Virgo keywords include analytical, practical, detail-oriented, modest, reliable, critical, organized, efficient, health-conscious, service-oriented, perfectionistic, cautious, discriminating, methodical, and problem-solving. And it's a 14 on Thursday. The number 14 signifies freedom, exploration, and adaptability, blending energies of independence, curiosity, and flexibility. It's a day for movement and change. And on this day, September 14th, 1985, 4 women would redefine friendship and comedy on TV. Blanche, Rose, Dorothy, and Sophia, endless laughter and timeless wisdom for 7 seasons and remains in syndication today. So if you want to get into a good mood, watch some Golden Girls. Watch some Golden Girls. It's great to actually have in the background because it's just hysterical. It's all these quick jokes, and it was amazing. Yes, we will. We'll be having Tarotscopes next week. Do I remember Putnam Pantry? No, I don't. I never heard of it. It sounds good. If there's ice cream, I certainly would like to hear more about it. So yeah, watch some Golden Girls on Thursday. That would be nice. And then on Friday, the 15th, now, since we've had our Virgo new moon, we're now under the waxing moon phase from the 14th of September until I think it's the 30th. The 30th of September. Oh, no, I'm wrong. No, maybe I'm right. Hold on, let's see. It's going to be the 29th. So we have our full moon in Aries on September 29th. So we're pulling energy in. Oh, we're pulling energy in. So under the new moon that we have on the 14th, it's all about calling it in, right? It's about setting your intentions and lining up with them and planting those seeds and building up the momentum to that new moon that we're going to have in Aries on September 29th. So keep that in mind. We're drawing energy in. And your planetary ruler on Friday is Venus. Venus is Friday is Venus's day, the planet of love. So spread as much love around as possible. We should be doing that every day because at our essence, we are love. All energy at its basis is love. So we should be flowing love all the time, but particularly on Friday. And also, be sure to count on your blessings. Remember, we get what we focus on. So if you focus on your blessings, you'll have more blessings to focus on. And your moon in Virgo will be until 1:44 p.m. Eastern on Friday. Then Luna is going to enter Libra. So that's a double whammy of Venus love energy. Switch gears from Virgo's meticulous analysis to Libra's relational harmony, from task-oriented focus that's associated with Virgo to social engagement, which is associated with Libra. It's going to be time to seek balance. That's what we do under the Libra moon. If we've been doing too much of one thing, we're going to balance things out. And numerologically, Friday is a 15. 15 embodies love, compassion, and healing. It merges energies of empathy, care, and restoration to signify harmony and well-being. And we have a really nice aspect on Friday the 15th. The sun in Virgo will trine Uranus in Taurus. So you want to merge Virgo's analytical precision with Taurus's innovative stability. And you want to allow yourself to tap into practical changes, right? Because Taurus is very practical, Uranus is change. So it's a time of transformative planning and really unexpected progress. This is a very, very nice day. It's ideal for breaking new ground while staying grounded. Sybil Shepherd actually has Sun trine Uranus in her chart, although for her Sun is at 29 degrees Aquarius, the last degree of Aquarius, and her Uranus is at 1 degree Cancer, the very first degree of Cancer. So even though they're in different signs, her Sun is in air, Aquarius, and her Uranus is in water, because it's the last degree of Aquarius and the first degree of Cancer, that Aquarius is really close to Pisces, which lines up with Cancer, and that Cancer is really very, very close to Gemini, right? So keep that in mind. Maybe watch some Sybil Shepherd movies. She has some great movies. I really liked her best in Moonlighting. She was great. So Putnam Pantry, let's talk about this, had Build Your Own Sundays popular on the North Shore in Mass. Oh, I should know of that. North Shore in Massachusetts. I'm familiar with that terrain. I'll have to check it out. Do you remember a place called Chadwick's in Waltham, Mass? I think it was in Waltham, Mass. It was this, they would bring you these huge, huge Sundays for your birthday, and then everybody, they'd hit a gong, and they would sing to you. And this place, this was this gigantic Sunday, and you actually got it free if you ate it all. So that was Chadwick's. I don't know if Chadwick's is still around. You have Venus in Virgo. Okay, well, that's really good for work. Your work must be stellar. Also on Friday, a nice little treat for everybody. Mercury will be going direct. Finally. This was a long-ass retrograde, but I got to say, if you're going to have Mercury retrograde, it may as well be in Virgo. And I say that because Virgo is careful and prudent and cautious, and we need to be that way when Mercury is retrograde. So it's fine. As Mercury moves direct in Virgo after being retrograde, there's a renewed focus on details, organization, and practical communication. So we're now shifting from introspective analysis, what we did under the retrograde, to clear articulation. from questioning your plans to actively implementing them. Bear in mind, however, Mercury will leave its post-retrograde shadow period September 30th, which means essentially on the 30th, Mercury is going to return to where it had been before it went retrograde. So we're now going to be, after the 30th, full steam ahead. Mercury is going to be finally up to speed. So you want to start to efficiently pursue what aligns with your practical goals. And you're going to have Mercury direct until the 12th of December. And then we're going to have Mercury retrograde again. So unfortunately, we do have Mercury retrograde for holiday season, Christmas time. But that's okay. That's okay. So we'll talk more about this, but you might want to get your gifts prior to, you might want to really make use of that. What is it? The day after Thanksgiving, Black Friday, or Cyber Monday. You might want to definitely make use of that as much as you can. Yay, Mercury Direct. Granted, I can't complain. I finished so many That's wonderful, Kelsey. Congratulations. It must make you feel really great. So yeah, enjoy Mercury Direct. That's going to be good. But again, you want to make it a slow roll. It's a good time to plan things, especially under this new moon. And then really bear in mind as well that on October 7th, Mercury and Venus will both return to their, they'll be out of their post-shadow periods. So keep that date in mind, October 7th. Also bear in mind that a lot of outer planets are retrograde, and they will be until 2024. So this past spring, 2023, March 2023, all planets were direct. So if you had big ideas during that time and you started implementing things, you might be wrapping them up between now and the end of the year. But if you come up with this brand spanking new idea, you might want to wait to implement that later on in 2024. You're nervous about the one in December? Just plan. I think as long as you plan ahead, right? And really key with Mercury retrograde, you always want to return if you can. So for instance, say you're having one of your Christmas festivities is going out to a nice restaurant, right? You might want to return to a restaurant that you went to before. Or if you're traveling, you might want to stay at a hotel that you've been to before. Just try not to do things in a brand spanking new way. You want to do something that you had done before. So just keep that in mind. And gift cards might be the way to go for sure. And then on Saturday, we'll be under our waxing moon phase. We're drawing that energy in. We're tapping into that Virgo energy, and we're manifesting. We're building momentum until the 29th of September, when we're going to have our full moon in Aries. So embrace action, call in opportunities, focus on your goals, and make practical your ideals. This will be a Virgo waxing moon phase that we're in, so stay practical. And Saturn rules the day on Saturday, of course, the planet of discipline, restriction, and responsibility. So it pays to have your ducks in a row. In fact, I would get your ducks in a row prior to Saturday, if only because Luna will be in Libra, and Libra is ruled by Venus, and Venus is not really big on organization or order. That's not to say that a Libra can't be organized, of course, or a Taurus can't be organized. Taurus can be very organized, even though both Libra and Taurus are ruled by Venus. But it's better to relax and to feel good and to enjoy your relationships and yourself and maybe socializing under this Libra moon. Libra keywords include balanced, diplomatic, social, indecisive, fair, artistic, romantic, peaceful, intellectual, gracious, relationship-focused, harmonious, beautiful, cooperative, and justice-seeking. And on Saturday, it's number 16, which symbolizes introspection, wisdom, and solitude, combining energies of self-reflection, knowledge, and independence to signify inner growth. Plus, we do have a square on Saturday, but squares get things done. Squares get things done for sure. Venus and Leo will square Jupiter and Taurus. So under this aspect, you want to blend Leo's expressive love with Taurus's expansive comfort for Blend Leo's expressive love with Taurus's expansive comfort for a tension between desire and indulgence. So you want to really tap into the energies of Leo and Taurus and really extract the best energies from them. So Leo is very expressive. Taurus is very, very practical. So keep that in mind. This aspect is ideal for reassessing your values and recalibrating your aspirations, particularly since we're still in these retrograde phases, so to speak. We have family visiting, and they drove down here. Mercury retrograde hit in messing with the other AC in my brother's. I'm sorry to hear that. I hope you have a window, and I hope there's a nice breeze. Morgan Freeman actually has this aspect in his chart, Venus square Jupiter. However, Morgan Freeman's Venus is in Aries at 27 degrees, and his Jupiter is at 27 degrees Capricorn retrograde. And square with Morgan Freeman obviously worked really well. And incidentally, he is a Gemini sun, of course, with an Aries rising and an Aquarius moon. So maybe watch some Morgan Freeman for your weekend. That's never a bad idea. So is that a good time to paint your living room? Mercury retrograde? Which one, Magpie? I would say you probably want to paint your living room between October 7th and, like, let's say prior to Thanksgiving. I would paint your living room then. That would be great. You just don't want to come up with a brand new idea and be like, oh, I think I'm going to do it black. I think I'm going to paint my room black. Well, think things through. And if you had the idea previously, well, implement it. But if it's a new idea, then definitely wait until the 7th. If only because Venus will be retrograde. Venus is going to be out of its shadow period by the 7th of October. So I would just wait till after the 7th and then do your thing. So thank you all so much for joining me, especially in the live. I do appreciate it. If you're catching this later, thank you for watching the replay. Be sure to check out your New Moon and Virgo horoscopes. The written horoscopes are on my website, and the link to that is in the description below. And on my website, you can find my other offerings if you are so inclined. Let's see here. The square. Oh, the square. You want to get it done. Yes. I would do it. Why not? You had the idea ages ago, and squares do make things happen. So I would just say patience is your friend, and prior planning prevents poor performance. So plan your work and then work your plan, and make sure you double up on the tarps so you don't get paint everywhere. That's the thing with the Virgo moon. It's almost like wearing a white shirt. If you eat something, you're probably going to get something on it. So just be careful. Have a beautiful weekend too, Gray Talon. Nice to see you. Oh, I'm glad to hear that. So enjoy your week, everyone, and I shall see you soon. Take good care.